Welcome back to a frigid. There'll be shrinkage tonight. Shrinkage.
Will be.
There'll be shrinkage.
What do you mean will be?
There will be shrinkage tonight.
There's currently shrinkage.
Current shrinkage.
My thing's like inside of me. I look like a female.
You know, it's like, and I got the heater on my feet now. I've moved them down because actually the rest of me is quite fine. I've got layered up. I got my long johns. I got the winter stuff on the New England garb, if you will, the New England garb. You just know when to put that extra layer underneath, which sets the tone for the whole thing. But the feet are the feet. I didn't put my wool socks on, so I got my heater on my feet right now. I don't want my toesies. Other than that, I'm kind of fine. But anyway, welcome back to the Mid-Sack. The redoubtable one himself, Tom Izzo. Highly questionable and argumentative. Segment 3. Tommy, 2 cents with Tommy, boys and girls. Our annual Friday night 2 cents with Tommy, and the Giggle Smoke Guarantee. Look, college football. I guess I'm going to give him a little more time here because he didn't blurt it out in the intake here, the in between. So I'm thinking he's still pondering.
We didn't even talk about it.
We didn't, but I figured you had something stewing.
Blurt it out.
No, he didn't even blurt it out. I'm saying it didn't come out.
Because I haven't thought about it.
Well, then I think I should go first, America. That was my point originally. I should go first. So look, we always do. We pick 3 college games a week, which is really just me for now. But I got news for you. Next year, with 12
You're not putting the wig on?
No, I'm not putting the wig on tonight. You know why? It's too cold. That thing's too cold. What
do y'all think about that?
Your scalp freezes.
He's not going wig or shirt.
Not going wig or shirt. I've got the medallion. He's here.
I said wig or shirt.
It's not about the wig or shirt.
This is not a real Giggle Smoke guarantee. I'm sorry.
It is a Giggle Smoke
Now,
guarantee.
if we want to talk about the Puff and Smoke prediction, we can. But this is not a Giggle Smoke guarantee.
This is definitely a Giggle Smoke guarantee. And when I pick the team, he'll actually agree with me.
I'll give you my 2 cents about this after we're done.
Oh, so now you got a subject. There you go.
It's about you doing a Giggle Smoke guarantee.
Without a wig and a shirt. I can put the shirt on.
When you're not Reefer Whiffin' Pop or whatever the fuck his name is.
It's not.
First
of all, if you can't even remember the name.
Either can you.
Yes, I can.
What was it?
It is J-Bone Giggle Smoke.
Reefer.
Reefer, J-Bone, Giggle Smoke. That's Giggle Smoke. Giggle Smoke.
This is not
Reefer,
J-Bone.
You are not him.
You aren't.
You say, this is not Mel.
Was Finkel Einhorn or was Einhorn Finkel?
I always said.
Are you J-Bone?
I always said. You know where I stood on this.
I can't even remember. Remember we argued about it for 2 hours.
This is one of the greatest arguments of all time. It really was. Was Einhorn Finkel or was Finkel Einhorn? That was the.
That was so circular.
That was so crazy.
So circular.
So many plot twists and turns in that one.
Okay, but if you're going to say it like that, hear me out from this perspective.
That was like a 45-minute segment.
There's no way he's her, she's him.
It's got to be. Well, the premise, at least from my angle, was that it's the originator. Finkel is Einhorn. Or the Einhorn is Finkel.
They're
Finkel
both each other.
But Finkel is the origin.
That's okay.
Before there was Einhorn, there was Finkel.
We're not arguing what's the origin.
I'm saying that's why Einhorn is Finkel and Finkel is not Einhorn.
But Finkel is Einhorn.
No, Einhorn is Finkel.
They're both each other.
No.
You can't have one without the other.
Einhorn is Finkel's alter ego.
Right. So they both need each other.
And this is how it started. Oh my God, it's terrible. All right, look. Tomorrow there is, again, college football. I love this time of year. Look, number 18, Utah at number 5, Washington. Utah is desperate, having gotten pasted at home by Oregon. Washington right now, I mean, they're undefeated. But their defense, their defense has not been as good as I thought it was. Now, again, the caliber of opponents has something to do with it because the Pac-12 this year has been the best conference in America. I think 5 ranked teams right now, they probably could have 7, if we're being honest. And that's not counting Colorado. Colorado is the 8th or 9th best team in that conference. And Colorado, with 2 more wins, is bowl eligible. So, in the next 5 or 4 games. So, the thing is, the Pac-12 is loaded. So, I don't know what that means. And most of the offenses are elite. This game is in Washington. I love the Huskies. I think they are going to be competing for a national championship based on their offense. And again, they're playing good top flight offenses. So are they really going to shut those teams down? No, but they do enough. So I got them at home over Utah in my first pick. The second one that I wanted to circle was, this one is big. Number 9, Ole Miss at number 2, Georgia. This is huge. Okay. Now, Georgia has gotten criticized. I don't know if it's fair or unfair because they do play in the SEC. You know this is going to even out when they start playing games in conference, which the next 4 games are all in conference, starting with this one. Okay, and they won't be the last ranked team they face. This game is in Georgia. I'll tell you what, if I've seen Ole Miss play twice this year, offensively speaking, they can go toe-to-toe with Georgia. They really can.
Do they have Bo? Who's their
This is the problem. It's not the quarterback. It's the tight end.
Who's Ole Miss's quarterback? Is he a big name or no?
No, he's not. But I think he's going to be if they win this game. The problem
It's not Sergeant Booty, is it? Where's
No.
Sergeant Booty?
No, it's not Sergeant Booty.
General Booty? Wasn't there a kid named that?
No booty in there.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Seriously?
I don't.
General Booty was his name, wasn't it?
Well, let's find out.
Captain Booty?
Captain Booty.
You know what I'm talking about.
Captain Booty. The quarterback for the Ole Miss.
John David Booty.
Oh, John David Booty. Okay. Well, that's different. Captain Booty.
General Booty.
General Booty.
John David
Where
Booty.
the fuck are you getting General Booty from?
Isn't there somebody with that name?
I don't know.
All right, college quarterback.
I know that Ole Miss has 3 receivers over 600 yards receiving.
General Axel Booty is an American football quarterback for the Oklahoma Sooners.
His name is General?
General Booty.
Holy shit, that's a name?
I knew I wasn't going crazy. He's Oklahoma's quarterback.
His first name is General?
He is the nephew of former NFL quarterback John David Booty.
But his first name is General?
General Axel Booty. It's quite the name.
The coolest fucking name I've
Until you
ever
get
heard in
to
my
Booty, though.
I think the General Axel more than
sick,
makes
yeah.
up for the booty.
But then, but your last name is Booty. That's tough.
General Axel will be getting a lot of booty.
I mean, how many times? And I wouldn't even be like fucking with him in a bad way, but just to be like it would be funny to be like, excuse me, Mr. Booty.
Dude,
Sir Booty.
I'm just saying. I mean, look.
Can we call you Mr. Butt for short? General Butt.
Anyway, that's not the quarterback for Ole Miss.
I'm sorry, Oklahoma.
His name
Same
is,
thing. They all run together out there.
His name is Jackson Dart.
Dart. That's a great name for a QB.
Jackson Dart.
Look at him throwing darts out there.
Well, he's had a hell of a year. 16 touchdowns, only 4 picks. That's a 4-to-1 ratio, America. That's not good. That's elite. Okay?
That's like a Danny Dimes year.
It was last year, anyway. He's also he's completing over 60, almost 70% of his passes. Jesus.
Can you say no defense being played?
Well, he plays in the SEC, so no, I can't say
the
that.
SEC? Telling me he plays in the SEC.
Dude, this season, I mean, man, he's been, He's a junior, too. He's got another year. So, look, they offensively can hang. Is their defense as good as Georgia's? No, that's the problem. Now, Georgia is missing that all-world tight end again, and that can hamper their offense. But I think Georgia's defense wins this game. I think it's close, but I think Georgia wins that one. Probably, I'd say 28-24. Moving on to the pick number 3 and the Giggle Smoke guarantee of the week. Michigan at Penn State. Part of me really, I'm torn on this one because I get why people are mad at Michigan, but when I hear the players' perspective on this take Desmond Howard out of it, all the non-Michigan football players and one Ohio State alum are all saying the same thing. This is not this big of a deal. It got blown out of proportion. This is a witch hunt, nothing more on Harbaugh. And that they're assuming all the evidence is true. Not part of it, all of it. And to them, it still isn't that big of a deal. So it's gamesmanship in their eyes. They played the game at that level. They know it better than I do, and I'm just deferring to them. I'm not telling you I agree. I'm saying I get why. If they're all saying the same fucking thing, it's kind of hard to argue with them. And I'm not saying that there shouldn't be some sort of recourse or punishment for this. I think there should. But this was to Tommy's point, this was a backhanded, to appease, the other coaches and nothing more. And if it appeases them, okay, fine. But at the end of the day, looks more petty than else when everybody and every one of these coaches is looking to do anything they can to gain an advantage. And if you think they're all with one hand on the Bible doing this, you don't know anything about fucking competitive sports. Okay? So, in any event, I think Georgia wins that game. Or rather, I think that Michigan goes into Penn State and wins. I think Penn State's coach is a fraud. He's been a fucking fraud since he's been there. They've had a lot of talent for a lot of years. I don't even care. Fraud. His name's Fraud. J. Fraud. Okay? And I think Brian would agree with me on this because Penn State has never won a game like this. What makes me think they're going to do it now? When Michigan now... By the way, all this does is piss off the Michigan players even more. And they're like, oh, you think you're going to fucking bench our coach and we're not going to... Because they love their coach. Whether you don't like or dislike Jim Harbaugh, I can tell you this, his players love him. Okay? So I think they're going to play for him. They're going to go in there and they're going to show people, oh, you think we're winning because of this? Okay, this has got the Patriots 07 written all over it. Oh, really? That's why we're winning? Okay, mother. Bam, 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 bam. Records start falling. Okay? Penn State's in a very bad position this week because they need this game to save their coach's job. I don't know how many of them love the coach or not. I just know this. The Michigan players love their coach, and they're basically saying you wouldn't even be in this position without these fucking sign-stealing tapes. Okay. As a former athlete, I know what happens when someone says you're not winning because you're not good enough. Okay? I just know what the response is. And I would not want to be Penn State tomorrow. I really would not. Because Michigan's going to hit them with everything and the kitchen sink. So my giggle smoke guarantee is Michigan goes into Penn State and wins that game. And effectively ends that coach's tenure at Penn State. Because he's going to get fired if he don't win this game. And I don't think it's going to matter. That's the giggle smoke guarantee. Having said that...
That who's going to win?
Michigan wins in Penn State,
okay.
And I think they win convincingly. Having said that, my favorite part of the week is 2 cents with Tom.
Tommy 2 cents.
Tommy 2 cents, and usually and it's always last minute. So, I guess you got to be consistent at the end of the day, America. And so, I mean, if it was up, there's a few things here that, given what's happened this week, what I could talk about in terms of my 2 cents. But again, it's his. I'm just going to throw out some ideas. My thing would be like, for the not the media, because the media gets this, but for the fans in New England who are hearing them say this about other quarterbacks being lowballed, they're getting screwed because of their organization. Why is Mac Jones, who's getting screwed as bad as them, maybe even worse, not getting a pass? The hatred for Mac Jones, I don't get.
So this is RJ's 2 cents?
No, I'm just throwing out ideas. Like I'm saying something like that is what I would talk about if it were me.
Yeah, well, that's a good idea. Let me talk about
No, what do you
Mac
want?
Jones's ass.
No. 2 cents with Tommy can be something that irks. Is it something that irks you? Something that you find perplexing?
I mean, I irk myself.
It could be that too.
That's
What's
the
that?
thing right now.
Is it your 2 cents, your 5 cents?
At this point, I have no sense.
I have no.
You're getting nothing.
By the way,
So the whole time I was sitting here looking on Twitter, hoping that something would strike me. Something would speak to me
would
and say,
pique the interest.
talk about that. I
Like
saw
the
a couple
flame?
of things.
Okay. And it's 2 cents.
So-
Could be a couple things.
One of them was there are people, and I don't even know everything about this, but it sounds like Mekhi Becton and Micah Parsons both said something that some people are saying is them implying that Ryan Tannehill is racist.
Ryan Tannehill.
That's right. Because apparently, I don't know, the question was asked to Will Levis, like, if Ryan Tannehill was helping him. And who knows if he is or isn't. And, I don't know, he had something positive to say about Tannehill. And then
Levis did.
Yes.
Okay.
And then Micah Parsons chimed in on Twitter on the video and said he told Malik Willis that wasn't his job. Just saying. So, now there's... Oh, geez, I didn't know there was that much in there. Well, we had to finish this, Bob.
We had to finish it to get the next one.
Okay, so now...
Oh, there is a next one, by the way.
So, do you understand what I'm saying here?
I
so
do.
Michael Parsons
I do.
basically said, apparently he must have talked to Malik Willis.
Yeah.
And apparently Ryan Tannehill said to Malik Willis, it's not my job to help
coach
you,
him.
Help you. You know, which is a dickhead move.
Well, technically he's not lying, but...
I just hate that approach.
Well,
Aaron Rodgers did the same shit.
Yeah.
Brett Favre did the same shit.
Aaron Rodgers.
A lot of quarterbacks.
Most coaches do this. I mean,
think
most quarterbacks do this.
Joe
Montana didn't help.
Brady might have done it to Garoppolo.
Joe Montana did nothing to help Steve Young. He gets a pass for that. I mean, and again, I don't think it's a big deal because that guy's trying to take your job.
I know.
So do you blame him? No.
That's the thing. It's a human thing.
It's a human thing.
But it's also if to me, the culture should be better than that. Because to me, the culture on a team, the man who is doing the job the best shouldn't have fear of the person behind him taking his job. Because that was never going to happen. That was never going to happen until Joe Montana was done. Once he was done, he was gone.
But he wasn't done. The next year he took KC to the fucking AFC Championship game. KC stunk. He wasn't done at all.
He was close. He didn't do much in Kansas City.
He just took them to the AFC Championship game.
Then what did he do?
Then he didn't play after he got hurt.
There you go.
That's not why. But
and then what? They win 2 or 3 with Young.
This wasn't he physically couldn't play anymore.
I know. I'm not saying
that's different. That's when you're done.
I'm not saying physically.
Well, I'm saying mentally he hadn't lost it.
What, he played for 1 more year?
No, actually he played for 2 more years. They made the playoffs both years. They beat KC. And by the way, he didn't have anywhere near the supporting cast there that he had.
But are you saying they made a mistake?
I think they'd have won. Montana was always the better quarterback than Young.
But how many did Young win?
1.
Just 1? I didn't realize that. All right, we're sidetracked here.
Anyway.
So that was an interesting topic. I don't, what the fuck do I know about it? I don't know what really happened between Malik Willis and...
Well, how does that make him racist, though?
Well, they're saying if he wouldn't help Malik Willis, but he will help Will Levis, they're connecting dots on racism.
I didn't hear that part of it. Okay.
Well, that's what we're talking about here.
No, but I
Will Levis said something positive about Ryan Tannehill helping him.
Okay.
And on that video, Micah Parsons commented on Twitter.
Well, how does Micah Parsons know? He's not there.
Well,
he didn't play for the Titans. How do you fucking know that?
Maybe, well, obviously you'd think Malik Willis told him that.
So Malik Willis...
Because he said, Malik Willis said Ryan Tannehill told him...
Because he helped Levis, rather, and not him.
This is what's being said. Who knows what the fuck happened?
All right. This is what the allegation is.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that's an interesting story to me. Some people are like, that's ridiculous. Look, it's not that ridiculous. I think that could be true. It also could be bullshit. They might have asked Will Levis, how has Ryan Tannehill been helping you? And Will Levis was just trying to be professional and not make a stir of it and just said, yeah, he's been great.
And it could also be the other way.
What?
Which no one ever talks about, where the African-American fella just says that fucking thing because he's petty and immature. And it's not really true.
That could be that.
I would ask Derrick Henry. To me, if I wanted to answer this question, I'd go right to Derrick Henry and go, this has been your running mate for how many... Is he racist or not? And I will take Derrick Henry's answer on this. That's what I would do. If I wanted to get to the bottom of this, that's where I'd fucking go. Derrick Henry. Okay? So not... Well, this guy, because that could be the other guy.
We don't even know what Malik Willis said.
And I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm not saying he's wrong.
But Micah Parsons said it.
I'm not saying he's not true. I'm saying if I'm Micah Parsons, I'm not doing that without calling Derrick Henry first. Because you look like...
Maybe he has a relationship with Malik Willis.
But I'm saying you can't...
If Malik Willis is his guy...
But see, here's the problem.
What does he need Derrick Henry's fucking opinion?
I'll tell you why. Because they're friends. He's biased. He's his friend. Go to Derrick Henry, who have no connection with Derrick.
He's biased?
He's his friend. They have a relationship. So to me, his opinion, because I would go to a neutral party like Derrick Henry and go, what do you think? Is he racist or not? Because I would be more inclined, if Derrick Henry says it, I'd be more inclined to believe it.
So you're telling me, if you tell me somebody's racist, I shouldn't believe you. I should go talk to somebody I don't know to tell me what the truth is?
Derrick Henry's been with him a lot longer than him. If this guy's racist, Derrick Henry would know it. Wouldn't he? He's been in that locker room as long as Tannehill has. A lot longer than this kid has.
I mean,
I would go. I'm not saying
he's
the
the
guy,
only reason Tannehill stayed there.
I'm just saying the kid could also be being petty because he didn't help him. Maybe you're an asshole. Right? Just because Micah Parsons and him are friends doesn't mean the kid isn't an asshole. Okay? Because he could be. Jay Billis is best friends with Bobby Knight. Is Bobby Knight an asshole? Yes. Okay? And Jay Willis even acknowledges that. Okay? He said the way he treated Krzyzewski is wrong. And he knows it. That part of it, I took issue with Bobby Knight about that. That was the thing about him I didn't like, and I told him about it. But on this side of it, he was also a great friend in this regard. So yeah, I would want to get everybody's side on this. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying the kid's lying. I don't know. I'm saying if I'm Micah Parsons, I'm not going to go in there and call a guy a racist without talking to everybody in the fucking room first. Because if you're wrong, then what does that make you look like? That's all I'm saying.
Fireman Ed on a plane doing the JET.
I told you, this is the thing. By the way, my pick is the fucking Raiders right there.
Yikes.
That's donkey. That's
Yikes.
Yeah, it's all.
The fact that you saw this and weren't sure what to do.
I'm saying it's
I question your judgment.
No.
You're getting old. You're getting long in the
The
tooth.
cigars in the room after they beat the Giants? The cigars in the room for beating the Giants.
Hold on. I don't hate it.
FOUR 4 and 4.
Okay. I didn't hate it.
He's a donkey. He's a fucking donkey. He really is.
Jets fans, man, they've been through a lot.
I'm picking Oakland. I mean Vegas. What the fuck they are these days.
Oakland.
We didn't agree on one pick. I would disagree on one pick. Did you know that?
We didn't?
We didn't disagree on one single pick. We're not going to go back.
No, there might have been one.
I don't think there was.
No?
Nope. I don't think we disagreed on anything this week.
Well, that's weak.
That's weak. I mean, if we go 15-0 each, then you can't argue with us.
Well, we're not.
If we go 6 and 7, they're like, "What you fucking idiots!"
I had you down here for Jets.
I didn't know. I said I had to think about it. No, I'm picking the Raiders.
That was the one that I remember being different because I put Jets for you.
I said I needed to think about it.
I know. I'm just saying. I remembered it in my head. That's why.
And there you have it, America. So, all right, so that's one of your 2 cents. Okay, I get that. I do, because that could be true. He could be right. I don't know. But
Yeah, no, it's just an interesting topic.
It is.
It's an interesting topic.
Well, obviously, you know, if that's true, then Ryan Tannehill's career should be over tomorrow, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, it also could be one of those things that.
And I'm no Ryan Tannehill.
Maybe he's not a fucking outward. Maybe subconsciously, he's got that going on. He's got the, some racist undertones within his mindset that, he didn't, he just discounted this kid, didn't help him, and then, he sees Will Levis, and, because of how he's primed, he goes, yeah, I'm supposed to help this guy. Or it could be what you're talking about.
Yeah,
either way, interesting.
I'm not trying to defend
story.
Ryan Tannehill. Anybody who's watched this show knows my thoughts on Ryan Tannehill.
I've heard a few people defending him.
I don't know.
I'm
saying I simply don't know. I'm saying if I'm Micah Parsons, I'm not putting that out there without talking to everybody. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Because if it comes out that he's not, Micah Parsons looks like a fucking donkey.
Well, just stirring shit up.
Yeah, well, that makes him an even bigger donkey. If Derrick Henry comes out,
donkey your word of the night?
Donkey's always been that's a Franklin word. Like if you're
being, you don't.
It's just another word for jackass.
You haven't said donkey this many times the past year.
You know why? Because everybody we're talking about is a fucking donkey tonight. From the fucking Fireman Ed to fucking
What's
this.
so bad about donkeys?
It's like an expression like jackass. You call somebody a jackass, donkey.
I know, but why does donkey get that rap? Is it,
so stupid.
Are they dumb? They're just
dumb.
like big brutes?
They're just dumb.
You donkey.
You're fucking dumb.
You're just a donkey. You do all this shit for us, you donkey, but you're stupid.
I tell you what, the funniest
thing
thing
about donkeys will do shit for people.
No, it's just like
they'll freaking till.
It's a donkey.
Dirt and shit.
You're the bottom of the barrel. You're a donkey.
But donkeys do shit.
I didn't say they didn't. I'm just saying.
All right, my second cent. I give you this.
Why does this motherfucker keep calling donkey? Everybody a donkey.
My second cent.
Valid.
So my second scent takes me to public restrooms, which is usually a topic flowing in my mind.
Public restroom.
Public restrooms, yes. I'm constantly thinking about the different etiquette and the different approaches to public restrooms that people take. And it's a very funny genre of comedy. When you think about the people that...
Well, who decides that?
Who decides what?
What etiquette should be when it comes to a public restroom?
Oh, no, I'm not saying there is a legitimate etiquette to it, but everybody has their own little rules.
There's a lot of, there's a lot of...
But it's funny because some people sit down on the bowl, and if you're at the urinal, you can hear them not letting it rip. Right? Like, so you can tell they're not going full bore because there's somebody else.
They know someone's in the room.
Right? And it's like, because the farts are coming out like... so like,
is your gripe with this? Just let rip.
No. So there are times where I want to turn around from the urinal and say, bro, I don't even care. Fucking get it out.
So yeah, you want him to let
get it out.
I want to hear it.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I want to judge it.
No, I don't want to hear it. I want that person to be free of it.
You are full of shit. You
want to
judge it. Dude,
I want them to be free of it because
you should have heard this.
Because I remember what that was like. There was a time in my life.
This is a sympathetic.
When I too was nervous to go full bore on a shit in public. This is a good bit. Okay.
I think there should be some music playing.
There was a time in my life. I'll say it again. There was a time in my life that I was scared to go full bore on a shit in public. But that time is over, okay? When I sit down on a public toilet, there is no holding me back.
I hope Capital One sees this tomorrow.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
Why would you put my place of work in here?
Keep it closed until he comes back.
Why would you do that?
I don't know, because they're not going to watch it.
Still, though, why would you do that?
Sorry.
You just killed it.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
This is great.
No, that's not great.
Why?
Why would you do that? There's no need.
I didn't mean it. Just kind of blurred out.
You asshole.
You caught me off guard.
No, you caught me off guard.
This is why production meetings must happen, America. Because I had no idea.
It's in the middle of one of the best comedic skits this show has seen, and you got to drop my workplace in there. For what?
This isn't less funny.
No, it's just like, come on.
Oh, God.
Anyway. Asshole.
Hey, we're talking about your asshole right now, not mine.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you keep the work out of it. You fuck.
You fucking donkey.
All right. Yeah, you're a goddamn donkey. All right. Anyway, okay, then there's other things. So when you come in.
There's more?
Oh, yeah. There's much more. So, when you come in to use the urinals, which one do you, if it's empty, which one do you stand at? I'll tell you. You stand at the first urinal.
What, the one nearest the stalls?
The one nearest to
the wall.
Right, exactly. Because then, what?
Well, is it the urinal? Because usually
they're across from the stalls. So what you're
not
saying?
In my bathroom. They're adjacent to them.
They're with them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
yeah.
So that's a different kind of bathroom.
Yeah.
Either way, you go to one that's all the way on either side.
So is it furthest away from the urinals?
Or closest. It doesn't matter. No, I'm talking about the urinals.
I know. I'm trying to figure out what you mean.
Not furthest away from the urinals. I'm talking about the urinals.
No, I mean the stall. I meant the stall.
It doesn't matter. When they're lined up, you go to either wall. You don't go to the middle.
Either corner.
Yes, either end.
Either end. Okay.
Either end.
Either end.
Okay, then you allow people to file in because if you go to an end, I have the ability to leave a space between us. If you go in the middle, now...
What about the corner?
We need to be close to each other to piss, and we don't have to be.
Well, this is about pissing etiquette.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, we're talking about the urinals.
Okay.
Come on,
I'm sorry. I was still on the crapper.
No, we're out of the stalls. We're to the urinals.
All right, so this is urinal etiquette.
So when you come in and it's empty, go to an edge. Don't care which edge. Okay? Not because it's a big deal, because you can piss next to people. Who cares? But
if there's nobody in here, you're not pissing next to anybody.
Somebody's going to walk in.
How do you know?
That's how it always happens. I walk in on the guy who went middle.
So wait a minute. Let me ask you this. Why is that up to you then? If you're the first person in there, right, shouldn't you be able to piss wherever you want and the person come in should adjust to you, not the other way around?
No, this is community. Okay, this is
so why
community.
Can't they go? Okay, I'm going to go 2 stalls away from him in either direction. If you're in the middle, why can't they do that?
There's not that many stalls.
I mean urinals.
There's not that many urinals.
Well, how many are there?
What?
How many are there in your bathroom?
Well, there's 4 in one. But it's the short one.
But if there's 4, technically, if there's no one else in there,
I can go to the other.
No, but you could go to one in the middle and someone could still have a space between you, right? As well as picking a corner. If there's 4.
No.
If there's 3, it's kind of weird.
No,
you kind of have to.
So basically, if you go in the middle one, I have to stand at the short one.
There's 2 middle ones, though. If there's 4, they could pick the second one in and you go the 4th one, there's a space between you.
But they don't do that. If they're going to go one, they go to the first one in.
Even if you're in the second one?
I don't even know what we're talking about.
You're talking about urinal etiquette.
I don't even remember how many urinals are in my fucking thing. You're getting all technical. Just shut up and let me talk about urinals. Fuck!
I'm trying to understand.
Don't!
What?
It's not understandable. It's stupid.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yeah,
all I'm saying is pick an edge and spaces it out better. All right?
I'm saying, simply, I'm not disagreeing.
And if there's 3, pick an edge.
I don't disagree.
If there's 3, pick an edge.
What I'm saying is, if you're in a bathroom that has 4 or more, don't cut me off. I'm trying to defend myself.
Lakers just took the lead.
And I want the Lakers to win? What am I wearing, America?
No, I'm just saying it's a big moment.
Well, they came back. We have a dawning.
A bit of a brook.
What I'm saying is the side of brook. What I'm saying is, if you're in a bathroom that has 4 or more urinals, technically, you can achieve, because I think there should be a space where, whenever possible, it's not. If there's 4 people in there, no fucking choice. You don't gotta piss. I'm saying, but if it's
3, pick an edge.
But if there's 3, you have to have a bathroom that has at least 6 urinals in it.
But if there's 3, pick an edge.
But what if there's 3 people in there? It's not going to matter.
We're talking about when you're by yourself. Pick an edge.
Well, if there's 4 or more, and I preface this by saying 4, you can pick one of the middle ones and still achieve a space between.
You're right.
Without having to go to a corner. That's all I was saying. If it's 3, okay, I get that. Because then you only have a choice. You have to go one side. If you go in the middle,
but to me,
and there's nobody in there,
it's just cleaner when you just keep the principles alive.
But if it's 3,
even if there's 4, just pick a fucking edge.
Why? You don't have to if there's 4.
Why not? Just stick with the gusto. Stick with the rule.
I don't think in a bathroom with 4 urinals or more, it falls on the first person. It falls on the next person. The first person got in there
Why
first.
Skip one?
He has the right to piss wherever he wants.
Why go to urinal 2? Go to urinal 1.
There's nobody in there.
You can pick an edge.
No. You have to pick an edge. If it's 3, I get that.
And
look, I agree with 3.
Look, if it's 4 or more, if there's no blinders, really pick an edge.
How many men don't look straight ahead?
It's not about that. You never got stage fright as a kid at a fucking ballpark? My God.
Well, at Gillette, at Sullivan Stadium, it was a trough.
Oh.
You had no choice.
It's the worst.
You couldn't hide it. No one cared. It was like, they were also drunk. Most of them were drunk anyway.
I remember one time trying to piss at Shea Stadium. There were so many.
They have a trough there too?
No. But there were so many people behind me.
Yeah.
And so, I pulled my dick out.
Yeah.
And in the first 10 seconds, for some reason, I didn't piss. And then...
You were a kid?
Yes. Okay. Then the pressure sets in.
Yeah, then
you're
like, piss.
Oh, God, I got to piss. And you can hear guys going, what's taking so long? And I'm just like, why aren't I pissing? Boom. Next thing you know, you got PTSD.
I agree if it's a 3-stall situation. I agree with him. If it's 4 or more, I don't. I'm just going to leave it.
All right. Here's some other bathroom etiquette to think about. All right.
There's
so
more.
If you are in a bathroom that has a hand dryer and paper towels, what do you go with? So,
oh, good God.
A lot of times I go for the paper towels,
so
and I feel bad about the earth.
What?
But sometimes the hand dryers just suck.
They suck most of the time.
Well, some of them are good. Some of them are good.
I bet if we took a poll on this, I bet it'd be less than 50% would say they've had, the majority of the time it's bad experience with the blower.
Some of them are good. There's some versions that are really bad. Some are good. Where I work, they have the hand dryer on the sink. It's a little strange.
It's on the sink?
So you have
So it's right next to the...
You have soap, water, hand dryer. It looks like a soap dispenser, but you get your hands under. But I just feel weird drying my hands over the sink. I don't know why. It's smarter because the water blows into the sink,
Technically,
but
yeah.
it feels weird because I'm so used to turning out and drying my hands. I turn out and there's paper towels. So I'm like,
My personal experience with this is I can count on one hand the number of times I had a good experience with the blower.
with one hand your whole life?
On my whole life, yeah. It's usually bad.
What's the
It's
blower
usually
been
bad.
doing to you?
Nothing.
Sucking your penis in?
No, not drying anything. The hands are still wet, and they're cold. They're cold and wet. They went from wet to cold and wet.
Usually hand dryers are hot.
They're supposed to be. The problem is, the problem is, I'm from the Northeast, and most of
What
these
luck? One time in this guy's life he's had a good experience with a hand dryer?
I'm saying, no. I said less than 5 times. It's
But
been more than
who would ever say, "Oh, I had a great experience with that hand dryer"?
We're only talking about it because you brought it up.
Damn it! I never talked
This
about
conversation would
I
not
never
be
talked about
happening
my
had
experience.
you not brought it up.
I never talked about my
This is two separate
experience
topics. This is
with
the
a
shit.
hand dryer.
This is the shit that you talk about.
I
It's
can
fine.
count on one hand how many times I've had a
In my
romantic
life.
experience.
Now, what I
with
was
a
trying
hand
to
dryer.
say was, I think the reason for that is, though, I think there's a reason. I'm up in the Northeast, and usually when I'm it's the dead of winter. I'm at some sort of sporting event. I'm outside. It's fucking cold. No, because if you go to a Pats game in December,
the dead of winter,
or even when if you're going to see the Celtics or the Bruins, you come outside like it's cold. So you're like, what the fuck? It's just like that's what it is. I think that's part of it. I think if I was in the South or in a warmer climate, I think my experiences may have been better. I'm not saying it's solely the fault. I'm trying to leave room for, try to give it the benefit of the doubt. That's what I'm trying to do here.
Dude,
that's all I'm saying.
All right, another piece of etiquette in the bathroom.
Wait, was it so? Are you supposed to get the towels, or are you supposed to use the blower?
No, I don't think there's a supposed to.
I'm saying I don't think, there's either. I think
probably
it comes down to each their own.
I think it's probably helpful for the environment to use less paper. I also think, the energy we use to run machines hurts the earth too. So, I don't know. Moving along to the next topic. It's always tough. So I say hi to the person that cleans the bathrooms,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
See them in the hallways.
Yeah.
Say hello.
You see them as equals.
Good morning.
As you should.
Yeah, no,
As you
they're
should.
just a person.
They're human beings.
But I also feel weird if I use the bathroom and I come out and that person's going in there to
Because you just blew it up.
right. It's so awkward. You know what I'm saying?
You should shake their hand and say, "I'm sorry." Or you might want to, you know what? Take a different floor and come back.
Dude, there have been times where I've seen the trash can near the bathroom and I'm like, let me go down a floor. Because I just feel like, man, that sucks. I'm not trying to do that to them. But
It's
the
not
truth
your
is,
fault,
it's their
though.
job. Well, I mean, it's their job.
They chose it. You didn't make it.
Well, I don't know that they chose it yes, I want to do
No, they
this.
didn't have a choice. But that was the only thing they could do. Or they could make the most money or whatever.
Or, I don't know. Or maybe they do like that job. Fuck it. I don't know.
Look, I'm not judging. I'm just
So
saying
for
that's,
some people, it's
that's
not
a difficult
for some
job.
people,
Some
it's not
don't
nasty.
care. Yeah, they don't care.
It's just
They don't care.
yeah,
To them, it's the easiest job in the world.
bathroom.
Like, what? I don't have to. I get it.
I don't have to talk to your ass.
I'm going to talk to
clean your
people.
bullshit up.
In fact, as my brother-in-law put it, because he's a custodian, if I unclog one toilet, I am fucking Superman. The world loves me.
Yeah.
Which he's not wrong,
Yes,
by the
he
way.
is.
No, he's not. If you're in a school and the teachers, one of the teachers.
Do you know how many toilets I've unclogged in my lifetime?
How many have you clogged? There's more.
No. I'm a goddamn pro. I don't clog toilets.
I don't clog toilets.
I don't clog
You
toilets.
say my first
I don't
rodeo.
know. I know how to take a shit. The amount that I've
Got nothing to do with you knowing how to take a shit.
Yes, it is. I know how to shit. I know how to wipe.
It's got to do with the size of the blast radius.
No. So here's the thing about clogging toilets. Either you're not shitting enough, and you're dropping deuces that are the size of fucking, I don't know, tree stumps,
Logs.
or
They call it a log.
so either that's what's happening, or you're using too much paper. For me,
You should do the courtesy flush.
for
before you
me,
get it.
I I use the bathroom multiple times a day. I don't have to worry about dropping shits that are the thickness of this. Okay, it doesn't happen to me. All right, so I don't clog toilets. People in my family, however, clog toilets.
think his dad.
I'm an expert.
I could see your dad being a toilet clogger.
No, I'm talking about my family, my current family.
Oh, your dad has never clogged a toilet?
Not that I had to unclog.
Doesn't mean he didn't do it.
Well, everybody's clogged some toilets in their life. You know?
Yeah.
But most of mine were, probably in the 13 to 19 range.
I see.
Maybe not even as far as 19.
Okay. Fair enough.
What were we talking about? Well, it's okay. So let me ask your opinion on this. Okay. So you're taking a shit. I mean, a nasty one, stinking up the whole public restroom. My God, I can't believe I'm talking.
Oh, this is about the custodian.
Right, the custodian or the janitor.
Okay, the janitor. Yeah.
So you're dropping a shit now. As you're dropping it, and I mean, it's a Jackson Pollock on the toilet. So it's going to be one of those that leaves stuff.
Oh yeah, bowl stainage.
Not stainage, like some chunks stuck.
Stainage.
Okay, stainage, stickage.
Bowl stainage.
So you're going to get off the toilet, and there's going to be some stuff in the toilet, but not like washed off. Now,
even the water.
While you're finishing up, the janitor, the person cleaning the restroom, comes in and is spraying down the urinals. You open your stall door.
As they're coming in?
No, they're in there spraying.
They're already in.
So they smell it. They know you're in there.
They already know
you come out of that stall. Now, this is the person you say hi to every morning. Do you make eye contact?
So if I say hi to them every morning,
do you make eye contact coming out of that stall?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Oh, you're sick.
And not only
you're sick. You're a fucking.
Not only do I make eye contact,
sickness.
I tell them, you are really going to earn your
You're awful. You are awful.
You are really going to earn your money.
See, you're the type of person that karma happens to.
Or I tell them, you're underpaid.
Well, that would be better. You're the type of person at 70.
Really
at 70, karma's going to hit you.
Why?
And you are going to be cleaning shit off of the back of the toilet.
I'm doing that now. I got 2 kids. The fuck are you talking about? I'm already doing that.
They're your flesh and blood.
I know.
You're not cleaning somebody else's shit off a toilet.
I'm cleaning my kids.
They're your children.
I said my kids.
You made them.
I know that.
It's different than some fuck in a job somewhere who's coming in and shitting in a toilet and you're coming behind and scooping it.
Look, me,
it's harder.
Me telling them good luck.
You didn't say good luck. You said you're going to earn your paycheck. Wow.
It's a warning. If there's something else you can do before you go in there, do it. Give it some time. Or like, hey, do you really have to do this one right now? You might want to wait about 30 minutes. Just trying to help you out here.
Give it 10.
Give it about 10. Come back. Try it on the floor. Come back later.
Or, so there's a third option.
I'm just saying. Is that wrong if I warn him?
No, I don't think that's mean at all. No. And it's funny. And you kind of break the tension. Now, because I do think there's a little bit of tension there.
Oh, of course.
Maybe not for that person because they're like, what the fuck? I'm just doing my job.
They're used to it. You think you're the first motherfucker that's blown up a bed?
But you wonder, does that person look at you like a pig for the rest of your life?
No, because they're going to go home and blow up their own bathroom. And if they did look at me like that, like, oh, whatever, flower pots. Like, you're fucking.
But could you imagine thinking
I'm sorry. You shit gold, brick gold,
no,
bricks of gold.
Oh, but what I could imagine somebody being like is like, you gotta come here. You gotta come here and shit. You sick bastard. Take your fat ass home and shit.
Oh my God.
That's what I could see them being like. You gotta come in here and take your monster dumps at your place of work for me to clean up.
Well, I wouldn't have made it the half-hour ride home. I didn't have a choice. Sometimes you have a choice, America. You go when you got to go.
No, well, I would simply tell them, I went before I got here, too. But then I drank a cup of coffee, and what do you know? I'm back in the bathroom. Do you drink coffee?
When I'm in yeah, but not a lot. A couple times a week, maybe. Not every day.
So, every day, no, never drink a cup of coffee.
I would say not anymore. I'm at home, but I'm not that I wouldn't. If I needed to pick me up, I'll drink it. But I don't drink it very often.
So you only drank it when you were in the office?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I did, and I don't drink it really anymore. I mean, if I need one every now and then to pick me up, I'll do it, but not very often.
See, we drink the iced coffee.
Yeah. Well, I used to do when I was younger. I was a regular Dunkin' Donuts every morning.
Oh, Dunkin', man.
Yeah, that was a whole thing.
The double D.
The double D. Dude, I would go from Dunkin' Donuts to McDonald's.
I think this was a good 2 cents with Tommy.
I think it was a great 2 cents. It was your best one, I think. So,
I've been meaning to talk about this stuff for a while.
I mean,
that'd be a good stand-up act.
I would go from D&D to McDonald's to get my breakfast, which always was the greatest breakfast sandwich ever.
Dungeons
The
and
sausage
Dragons?
and egg cheese McMuffin with bacon, because why not? And then you get 2 hash browns, not 1. That was my morning.
That'll put you down.
Oh my God, no, because I had the large iced coffee from Dunkin' to wake me up. If without that, yeah, that would knock me out. But with the Dunkin', with the D&D, I don't know. Perfect combo.
We call it a block on.
Anyway, that's segment 3.
That's quite a segment.
I'm going to come back for a mini segment 4. We're going to watch the end of this game.
Mini segment 4, it's 12:30.
What are you going to do tomorrow? Exactly. Yeah, mini segment point. Want to finish this game. Celtics update. Want to give you an update. They won tonight. They got back on the winning track. The bench showed up. Al Horford didn't play tonight, and their bench was magnificent. I'm going to talk about that segment 4. Joe Mazzulla, what the fuck, dude? Seriously, this crap after losing and this exchange with Washburn was bullshit. Because honestly, he asked valid questions and you couldn't handle it. That's pathetic. That's a bad sign for a team that has championship aspirations. We'll talk about that in segment 4. NBA update. The tournament is on. We'll talk about it. And the little Duke, Arizona, little college basketball taste when we get back. Segment 4 coming right up.